Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckbuilder.com.
Don't show me.
Don't show Corey. With an update of the store. Don't show Zach, he can go hide too. We have too many Zachs here, he needs to change his name. It's been a while since we've talked on the Gone Roger episodes. Just thought I'd give you an update on some things. We got the Chloe in here. What's up? What's up? Shake? No shake? High five? Kick you? Kick you? Kick you? Kick you? Kick you? Hey, Scout. Got a Scout here too. And yeah, so coming up to Christmas time, Jeremy doesn't want to be in the camera either. And moved our fridge, got some shelving going on. So this is just our little store. I know I've been talking about my store a lot lately in the, just in the kind of the arguments that are going on online about some of the woes we have with running a local game store at the moment. Again, our local game store is very different than the majority of local game stores because we chose to rent an upstairs. I think this used to be used for, there was a bunch of different offices up here, and we tore down a wall that was right here. And then we have the play area that's back here. I'll show you in a second. And this is kind of the sales area that we have to work for. But it's still, the amount of rent that we have, the overhead is quite low, but I mean, it's still a lot of money we have to generate per month to keep this store open. So that's one of the things, if you've been following me on Twitter, or even if you've, some of my YouTube videos have been a little bit ranty lately about just overhead and the terrible profit margins is in the game store business now, and how Iconic Masters and those type of sets used to be the sets that would fill the coffers, so to speak, for local game stores for quite some time. Another thing I'm very angry about with Mark Rosewater and some of the comments that came with them is he tweeted out that 12 million active players, and then it got the discussion going about, well, we thought it was 20, and then a lot of hysteria videos were produced after that. But in the comments of some of those Twitter ones, there were some game stores that were saying things like, well, we've seen a decrease in players. And instead of that, instead of like, oh, well, you know, what can Wizards do? They almost blamed the stores. They said, well, what are you doing to get people into your store? What are you doing to actively sell our product for us? And I don't know. It's just kind of condescending from a store like Wizards to, you know, speak like that. So that's just what I'm kind of here to talk about. Maybe we'll give a little bit of rant later on. Gone Rogers are supposed to be more positive, show the community, but that's what we have going on. There's a Parker back there. Hey, Parker! Parker's shy.
Not really.
Okay. What are you playing tonight, Parker?
Who am I playing tonight?
Yeah.
For Commander?
Yeah.
I'm thinking my partner Commander.
Your partner Commander.
Yeah, Silas Dren and Siddharth of Condor?
Glad you found your partner.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Alright, so that's kind of, I don't know what it looked like last time. Here's my mess. I need to, oh, there's always a mess here. Huh, Parker?
Generally, yeah.
But that's what's going on. I mean, we've expanded into some more board games and stuff like that. But the overhead, or the profit margins on board games a lot of times aren't that great either with eBay. So it's, the whole reason why we're open is not for this garbage anyway. It's we literally were fans of Magic. That is why a store exists. And it does serve a very nice little niche in this community. Richfield's about 8,000 is the population of it. And we give a place like poor little Zach here a place to actually go, because he's not a big guy in sports. Same thing, Parker. Look, Parker couldn't even lift anything. Do you even lift, bro?
I don't.
Your hat's backwards. Makes you kind of look like a lifter.
I used to lift.
You used to lift,
back
huh?
in high school.
So, I mean, I don't want to, I'm not insulting people. We all like the game. That's why we're here. So, yep, that's it. So we still got my little messy computer. This is where you see when I'm streaming back here. And we have a dinosaur head that Scout is absolutely terrified of. Scout! He'll go crazy with this thing. Okay, I won't torment you. I won't torment you. He's had a rough day. We were throwing snowballs at him, and he doesn't like that. It's funny because my one dog loves it when you chuck snowballs at her. She'll go crazy. She loves to play. And then Scout, you do anything to him, he cowers. So, anyway, did you hear that WizKids has now made a deal with the Wizards of the Coast? So they're going to start making more products. We might actually see some Dice Masters Magic the Gathering. I wish this game would actually... it's actually a very fun game. I've talked about Dice Master before and other Gone Rogers. It's the biggest problem is if you think Wizards bad at generated community, WizKids is the ultimate fail at kind of cultivating a competitive scene or just a community around their game, which I think is still phenomenal. It's still the second best game I've ever played. Dice Masters. Where's my burrito? That looks terrible.
That looks terrible.
We have loud David over here.
What do you want?
And we have Zach. So Zach, what do you think about owning a local game store in today's day and age? Is it all that it is up to be?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Zach's such a troll. You should see some of the stuff behind the scenes he's doing.
Zach, he's right here.
Shut up, David.
And they are loud.
With what's happening like right now? Or?
Yeah. How's Iconic Masters? Isn't it such a great investment?
No, it's the worst thing ever. Nathaniel. There's our points. Yeah, that's
Hey,
ours.
there's Ailey.
Sorry, there.
There's Ailey. See, we're like a dog store instead. That's my buddy Tyler. Everyone knows Tyler. There's the brew master Tyler
Oh, yeah.
himself. So we just got done with an Iconic Masters. Actually, had 11 people, so that was good for that with the draft. Ended up going 8-0 in my 2 drafts because everyone at this store does not draft control, and they just pushed me into it. So went 4-0 last night with it, and this is the same nonsense this time with there's like 2 Doomblades in here, 4 Blizzard Specters, 3 Reeve Souls, 3 Faltongue locations, 2 Grizzly Spectacles, just pure removal, a few counter spells here and there, and the All-Star, the Jessian Thief. So Tyler had a pretty cool red-blue, I want to say dinosaurs, but that's not the tribe. Dragons.
Yeah.
Going on. We lost focus here. Yep, so it was pretty fun. Do you like the format?
Yeah, I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Played last night too.
Yeah. What did you draft last night? I didn't face you last night, did I?
No, I was kind of going like black, white,
pulled an 8
life
but
game.
then I sold it to you guys.
Yeah, life game's kind of weird if you don't get all the pieces to
weird.
it. That's what I've noticed. I think of the drafts I've done. Okay, I've done 2 online, kilnfiend.deck. Haven't finished that off. We'll stream it later and maybe play some. And then I tried Red Black Dragons, what I thought was a very solid deck, but Mulling the 4 is pretty rough to try to win matchups with. But other than that, like I think the control, there's too many cards. They printed way too much, and there was just you can't cut them out. Like I picked up early Faltongues, things like that, even though I'm not playing dragons. And Reef Souls are very good in this format. But yeah, so let's just go on here and here and here. So. You know, it's fulfilling to run a game store, but it's just the mood we're kind of in right now with the whole community in shambles. And I don't know. If you follow my Twitter feed, you can see I've been a little bit pessimistic lately. Got another room back here, of course, with people back there playing. So you can see we're pretty lively for a Saturday night before Commander. Usually our Commander tournaments we get 15 people, 10, 15 people. So we still have a pretty nice little active community. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. And yeah, that's about that. So that box of Iconic Masters we opened for this draft is absolutely terrible. I think someone opened up a foil Urbrask. Foil Urbrask and a Jin Cataxian and some Mishra's Baubles, and now worth $3 a piece, right?
Yeah, 4 maybe.
So there's the value of Eternal Masters right there, going down the drain, as it ends up being a terrible set. And why I say it's a terrible set is this should have been Modern Masters 1 quantities. It should have been Modern Masters, or even higher than Eternal Masters or Modern. We're actually thinking the supply of this is greater than Modern Masters 3. So
it's in Walmart for heaven's
yeah, it's in Walmart. It's in Targets. It's in
Walmart.
Someone this said there's some like.
See you guys later.
See you, Nathaniel. Something like a Canadian grocery store. It was in type thing. So. Yep, I can't wait. I can't wait until we have a restaurant next door so we can quit eating frozen burritos.
Southern food.
So apparently someone crazy enough is going to try to open up a southern restaurant here in Richfield, Utah.
Not that southern, slightly southern.
But we still have Barks root beer, or cream soda, or red cream soda.
That's very
so yeah, what are you playing tonight, David?
Probably Patra. Cool.
Hapatra. Yeah. Except we altered this really cool Hapatra for him, and he didn't use it in his deck.
Alter form. Kevin gave it away.
He altered it for me because I wanted a Rick and Morty before.
I'm probably not going to use it. Do you want it back?
No.
I put Razketh in Hapatra though.
Before Rick and Morty's community got insanely toxic, we did it was a Rick and Morty altar for Hapatra with the snake. Oh, we'll go look at it. We'll follow him. Is this what you guys want to see on this Gone Roger? Man, do you guys not have anything better to do than watch us live our lives? Hey, look, Zach is making a Gone Rogue playmat for little Zach.
His name's Zachling.
Zachling?
Yeah.
Is that it? Zachling?
Zergling, but
Zergling, but Zachling. There's the Hapatra. See if we can focus it there. Hapatra Vizier of poisons, so that could end up being a kind of a cool little altar because it spits out snakes just like Rick. But now I can't watch the Rick and Morty with all the pretension that surrounds the community. Yeah, I agree. Our little commander chart there. We used to do one for F&M, but we've had a lot of our competitive players quit.
34. Highest on the board.
Our modern scene's dead here. Our standard scene's pretty dead here. So, drafted commander and scout. Hey, scout. Why are you being so weird, bud? Come here, Bubba. But yeah, any questions you have for me, we're going to do a Q&A. I know people want to do a Q&A for how to be a brewer. We'll do that. But any questions for store owners like ours? I know we're in like a very unique situation, though. I mean, our store isn't what I would consider a real store. As far as like, what I mean by that is the overhead is insanely low. It's something that it's not gonna, no one's gonna starve. So that type of stuff. So when people that are opening up game stores right now, it's just very, very, ugh.
If we had to pay real rent, we wouldn't make it.
Yeah, I know. There's no way. I agree.
There's no way.
So there's my.
Can I tell you?
I need to quit beating. I think I'm up to 19 or 20 and 2 now.
Yeah, but show him that.
Show you Zach's.
Who's killed? Who's actually beat you?
I know you beat me once. I am looking at you.
I beat you twice, haven't I?
No, not this time. You beat me last league.
Yeah, because I forgot so much.
I lost to Caden's double Navigator Ruin deck, and then Zach's stupid Sidisi that is impossible to beat when you're playing servos. So yeah, league's fun. We have a lot of people in league. I mean, it's very fulfilling. That's the one thing you get out of it is the community. That's apparently too toxic for people to join, right? Everyone's community is just too toxic to join. That's why Magic is going down in people. It has nothing to do with the management over at Wizards of the Coast. Nothing at all. It's absolutely perfect. I mean, the sets they're designing are great. The community outreach is just wonderful.
Not that
I mean,
we've lost every single standard player.
Yeah, I know.
The only way to play Magic is Commander now. So.
Yep, exactly. It has
or
nothing.
at home.
That's because it's just it's just you. It's just you, Zach. It's all your fault. Yep, nothing to do with them not doing, good set releases or the community. The energy's just not there. It was during Ravnica. So that's, again, if you have any questions for us, I know this video is very chaos. Chloe's yelling at me to fill her water dish because it's out. She'll demand at me. But send your questions in comment on this video, and then we'll do a Q&A for any questions you have for a brewer or any questions that you have for, a store owner personally. I'd love to talk margins one day. Maybe I'll include it on this video. I'll show you like a business margin calculator, and then you can get going with, or then you can just see how much exactly you have to make per $1,000 of overhead. It ends up being at like 45% margins. You're up to about $4,000, $5,000. If you have 2,000 overhead, you're way higher than that. If you have 30% profit margins and just $1,000 overhead, you're even way higher than that per 1,000 of overhead. And I'll have to show you that sometime, just so people can get a realistic idea. I know that a lot of people are I've been having people message and have been so excited that prices are dropping, modern prices, everything's just dropping. It's so great for the player base, but it's at the cost of, someone has to hit that cost. It gets passed on somewhere, and Wizards isn't taking that cost. It's going on to the secondary market and distributors and to local game stores like ourselves. And eventually so many of them are going to fail. And it's sad. We'll keep doing as long as we're having fun. That's exactly what we said, but both Zach and I are getting kind of burned out with the community response, especially when Wizards treats, game stores pretty poorly, the same way that they treat their idealized community, the ones that they have chosen to be the ones they want to promote and market to and whatnot. But I mean, I'm not totally in it like some people. I haven't had the biggest issue with a lot of things that are going on like some people have, but there definitely is a lot of frustration going around here, and it's not just me, it's not just my community. It is pretty much rampant throughout the entire community. It's very, very similar to other communities that have been shattered by this poor outreach, poor response. Go back to like Mark Rosewater. I think that he keeps digging his heels in, rather than either just letting it go or trying to hear the other side's point of view. He just keeps digging and digging and digging his heels in, and nothing ever comes from that. With not just willing to listen to the other side, just immediately brush them off and call them toxic, call them bad, call them whatever names with that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Any questions you have for me? This is Kevin with Deckbuilder.com here at Gone Rogue Games. Whoa, with the Chloe and Scout. Thanks for watching.
I hate this.